Hey guys, again, sorry, I'm in bed and I didn't finish in the day. It's like 11 o'clock or so on a Friday night. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm ready for bed. I spent some time in my construction company today and I didn't sleep much last night. And so it was a long day. And when I came home from traditional work, my construction company, I did not want to go out and go meet people. Today at lunch, when I went for lunch, which is a bonus of being self employed, I can take lunch whenever I want and I can take as long as I want. And I went for lunch today, met a restaurant owner, and he used to manage a restaurant that I used to go to a lot. And so I didn't contact him about the business, but I know where he works and I plan on going there tomorrow. Uh, and Now that I've kind of built that little bit of a friendship with him, just chatting him up, then I'm going to go back tomorrow and ask him, if he's open to looking at a side business project. While I was in that restaurant, I met two guys from Idaho, which is where my upline EDC is from, which is cool. So great connection there, got their contact information, and then so that was good. And then after work, I was ready to just go to bed. I was so zonked, and I was like, no, I gotta go out and I gotta get out and go meet people. So um, I used to play a lot of pool um, when I was younger, and I wouldn't recommend going to pool halls per se, especially shady ones. But I went to this one pool hall where there's a lot of leagues and tournament and stuff like that, and I've gotten to know some staff there. And it's a really interesting story. The bartender, uh, she's on her way. She was planning on going to teachers college, and she's like 27, 28 years old, and was like, I got to do something with my life. I got two kids now, and being a bartender and being she does office work during the day. Obviously, the office work's not cutting it for her, or else she wouldn't be bartending. And she's got two kids, and her husband comes from a traditional business background, but not really making lots of money, or else she wouldn't have to work a second job, right? So mm, I was very hesitant to talk to her because she talked about how she's planning on going to teachers college, and most people that have a dream or goal to go to school and get a degree or something or get a career, some of them are so laser focused on that they might not um, be open to looking at something. But the more I talk to her, I just mentioned to her, I go, look, I know these two professional football players that played in the big leagues, and his daughter already went through what you were planning on doing. She already became a teacher. She's a high school teacher, and she saw how much money her brother and her mom and dad were making in their own business, and she's planning on getting out of teaching and building a business that gives her more money, more time, and more freedom, and not having to deal with the politics of school and the lack of pay for the amount of work you do in it, because teachers work hard, right? At least some of them do. So anyhow, I was really surprised that she was open to. She's like, well, I haven't applied yet. I'm not married to it, and so that really surprised me. I'm glad I was talking to her. So you know, super cool. I just said, you know what? I'll text you my number, and then we'll try and get together and for coffee, and the three of us, you, your husband, and me, and we'll sit down and we'll talk business. And so, and then this other guy came in, and where I was sitting up near the bar, that's also too where people have to come in and uh, sign up and ask for a table and stuff like that. So there's food up there. It's like a sports bar. So anyhow, this guy came in. He's from the East Coast, and I spent many years in the East Coast, even though I was born on the West Coast. And just a hard worker, really, really ambitious, and his dream is to have a big, large company. And so we got chatting, and of course, I was like, you know what? let's get together and talk business. And I switched numbers with him. And like I said, all I do is I go, hey, you know what? I'll give you my number. I go into my phone, I go into the texts, and I just go, you know what? I'll just text you, and then that way you've got my number and I got yours. We're good. I go, what's your numbers? And I just start typing it in, and I'd send him a text saying, hey, met you at the pool place. We were talking business because we talked a whole bunch of things, from talking about Elon Musk, and he's like, yeah, I got to get online. I got to, because Jeff Bezos, I like to talk about Jeff Bezos a lot because he owns Amazon, and Amazon does groceries, and obviously so does Amway. And so he's the second wealthiest man in the world right now. So if he has an online business dealing with groceries and shopping online, he's the second wealthiest man in the world, predicted to be the first ever trillionaire on paper. Why wouldn't I want to be involved in something like that? And that's what Amway does. Amazon and Amway are in competition with each other. So anyhow, but Amazon doesn't give you a shot at making money with them. Amway does. So that's why I do Amway. So anyhow, great contact there, and I should have pushed it a little bit harder and got more. Total today, I got four four names and numbers. Actually, I got a couple other cards from people. One guy owned a catering company, and the other guy, what was the other one? I got another card, but didn't ask them if they're open to looking at business projects. I have to call them and do that and just be like, hey, you know what? You gave me your card. We talked, just out of curiosity. You seem pretty sharp. Are you open minded when it comes to looking at side business projects? What's the worst they can say? Is no. And I know I don't like rejection either. But man, I'm willing to take no's to become a multi millionaire. So I'm gonna sign off for now, and yeah, I'm playing catch up. It sucks because I did 4 contacts today, and if I wouldn't have missed the first week and a couple days of the new year, I wouldn't have to play catch up. So, but I'm very determined to get 100 contacts, because my sponsor sent me a thing today, and they said if you want to be successful in this business, you know, your goal would be, and like I said, check with your sport team on how many you're supposed to sponsor a month. But, we have a goal to sponsor at least 2 every month. And to get 2, you got to show 10 business plans. Show the Amway marketing plan 10 times in 1 month. In order to show the plan 10 times, you gotta talk to some people. And, you know, for me, I got to talk to 4 people a day. It's nothing. It takes like 5 minutes to talk to one person, sometimes even less. It's just sparking up a conversation, and then just asking them before you disconnect and part ways to say, hey, you know what? You seem really cool. Are you open minded when it comes to looking at side business projects? Or, hey, are you keeping your options open? What's the worst thing that can happen? They just say no. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. No worries. Well, have a good day. All the best to you. You know, all you need is 3 really good, sharp people, and they'll be your 3 platinums, and you'll be emerald, and you'll be making 120 to 150,000 dollars a year. You need 6 to become a diamond, and that's 225,000 to $500,000 a year. 9, if you're like an executive diamond, a founder's executive diamond, is $1 million a year. 9 really good franchises. You need 9 McDonald's, so to speak, to become a multi-millionaire. Make $1 million every year, every year, every year, every year. Man, so it's gonna take work. I know that, and I'm willing to do it. And I encourage you, man, be strong, and just keep listening to audios, keep reading the books, keep coming out to the meetings. And if you put in the work and talk to people and show this business plan, you will make it. Don't quit. Just be strong. Forget about the haters saying it's a scam. Forget about the haters that say you can't do it. It's been around for 60 years almost, man. Just do it, and I'll see you in Diamond Club. Even though I don't know you, I love you.